Hey guys, how's it going? TheHaggardNerd here, getting back into some Factorio. Last episode we left off with apparently research being researched. Alright, so last episode we left off, we put down these pump jacks and these tanks. I generally don't like to hold a lot of oil at the pump jack locations, but since we're not quite ready to deal with it just yet, I want to go ahead and get it out of the ground and ready. And then we will eventually run a train up here to grab stuff. We will put it through some barrels and get that figured out. So yeah, we will worry about that at another time. Right now, all I know is that we have some oil being pulled out and we will make use of it very soon. Let's go ahead and get our research figured out. What do we need? What do we need? I know we need stuff, but that stuff is not apparent to me just yet. Okay, so we have reached the max of our lab research speed. We are now needing blue. We're not ready for that at all. So at this point, there's a car. Don't really need a car just yet, and don't really need water pump jacks. It's not been a thing. Pump jacks research. Oh boy. Okay, maybe I just go through and grab some of the quick things. So here's some boiler Mark IIs. I know that if I crank out some more water through our current power situation, it will give us more bang for our buck as far as this coal goes. So I'm going to go ahead and research the boilers and replace our existing boilers with the Mark IIs, and same thing with our pumps once that goes through, and then we'll be able to put down a couple more of these and probably use the same setup and not have to go out too far if we have to make more boiler lines and coal supply. Okay, so we were working on oil previous episode and a couple episodes before that. Now oil is kind of an intermediate step between this small base and the large base. Once we can get some oil going, the main focus for the oil, and the reason why we're doing oil now, the bare minimum actually, is so we can start working on getting some bots. Once we can get some bots started, then we can start working on larger things much faster, and it gets fun. Bots are fun. I love bots. Bots are great. Alright, so where are we? So I do like to have plenty of storage. Maybe not that much storage. Maybe not that much storage. Plenty of storage here at the train drop-off area for oil. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space. Actually, the thing I want to do, that would be quick. That would be quick too. But what I want to do is this fluid handling 2. Let's go ahead and research this, and then we will research the other boilers or pumps or whatever. Because this will be more useful at this time. Right now, I'm just making some preliminary storage for oil. And then what I want to start working on and figuring out is how to unload, the best way to unload these, so that way we can get the most bang for our buck in terms of oil drop-off. Now, if I ran it out this way, we could face issues there. If I ran it down and to the side, yeah, I think that makes sense. So I'm just going to kind of arbitrarily put down some lines here. We will probably need to move those at another point. I'm also going to run some power lines. Oh, that worked out nice. Okay. And I'm also going to put down a light so we can see what we are doing. Okay, so let's think about this. Does it require the white ones? I mean, it may. I'm just putting these down, and then I will be able to think through it and figure out what's going on and kind of work it from there. Okay, so if we do oil stuff, do we have the ability to do oil stuff, or does it have to be the blue ones? I think it has to be the blue ones. I could. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's strange. So this is the emptying of barrels. So that'll need to go up. So let's put 4 down. I like to work in 4s. Don't know why. Nope, that needs to go back down. Okay, so as the barrels come through, they'll get placed into here. And then we will need pipes. All kinds of pipes. Actually, that could have went out to that, and then run this up to there. And then hopefully this won't be overfilled. I think just 8 won't overburden the system. Okay. Let's see here. Adjusting my audio there. Sorry, this music's a little loud. Hopefully it's not too loud on your end. Okay, so the thing I just realized is now that we have oil going in, how are we going to deal with the oil coming out? I completely forgot about that. My bad. Sorry about that. You guys are probably screaming at me through your monitors. What about the return barrels? Well, this will make the exact second time I've dealt with this manner of fluid handling. Like I said, I normally use the rail tankers, but I kind of like the feel of doing sorry, thinking through what I'm doing here. I like the feel of dealing with the barrels better. There we go. There we go. And then we will need a third one. Right? Because, I mean, those are going to be coming in, those are going to be going out. Those will be split and then replaced into one. Yeah, okay, so let's, nope, let's not put that there. Let's do one more back. So that makes sense. So if we have one line coming here, we have one line going out, that makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense. Now we can put down our other side. A little more sense is being made here, I hope. Not everything I do makes sense. It's just how it is. Now let's get our long inserters. Put that there, not now, that now, and not now. Okay. And let's get some power going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then probably run that. Oh, of course, just by one. Just by one. Alright. Okay, so we have fluid handling. We could probably... I'm really hoping that I didn't mess up. I'm thinking... Ah, we did mess up. Okay, we should have waited and made these, because these hold so much more. You know what? This is fine for early, and then later on, if we have a lot coming in, we can put down some of those bigger ones. We could probably use these smaller ones for something else. Okay, so we are getting started with our fluid handling for our oil. Now the idea is to have oil coming out, and I'm going to do this kind of thing. Let's go ahead and put some inserters down, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start moving over to fast inserters. We have plenty of materials to make those. No need to really rely on the slow inserters, the yellow inserters, no. So let's unmark that, use that as needed, and put the blue ones down. Okay, so I guess I should have probably done that here too, and I'll now that I'm saying it, I'll go ahead and do it and not put it off like the procrastinator that I am, that you guys have probably noticed. Okay, and I realize I have my fluid handling there that I should have started my research on. Come on, words, Keith, words. All right, we'll get our pump like we were talking about before, and then we should have some fast long inserters around here somewhere, unless we've used them all, and I believe maybe we have. So fast long inserter, let's go ahead and make a good number of those, and let's move our light down, and then yeah, once those are made, then we'll deal with that. So let's think about this. So we can get 1, 2, yeah, all those 1, 2, 3, 6 now. 6 is the magic number. We can do that on both sides. So that is in only. Excuse me, that is out only. which would be great. Yeah, you know what? We could do a dual setup. It's where a train is unloading while another train is loading. Yeah, that's actually not something I've ever done before. And would keep it very streamlined. It would really increase the throughput of our oil. And this is going to be funky because I'm going to put another station just in line. And it's going to be wonderful. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That is just perfect. That was just perfect. Okay. Let's put that here, and then that's going to go, I mean, it's going to go there, but it'll be controlled by this station. Okay, we got our pumps. Let's see what else we need. Bigger generators. We already have those humongous, crazy, awesome generators. Not solar just yet. I do want to get to solar eventually, but that takes bots. It doesn't require bots, it just takes a lot of bots, in my opinion, to place them down efficiently. If I want to put down a big block of solar panels, I want to have some bots there to do it. Okay, advanced material processing, that is steel furnaces. And our trash chest. Interface chest is wonderful. We'll get into that later. I'll explain that more when we get there. Electric poles too. I have not used this. This is with Bob stuff. So it is a pretty cheap option. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay. So the idea there, that is going to be oil drop off 1, and this is going to be, what are those called? What are those called? I should know what those are called. Oil barrel. Oil barrel pickup. Okay, so we can go ahead and start adding things. I'm going to leave it on manual for now, but we're going to go from drop off 1, inventory empty, and then we're going to go oil barrel pickup, and then we're going to say inventory full. We will refine this as we go, but that's just to kind of get it started. And then we're going to call this oil line 1, and this is with Smart Trains mod. It allows you to set up lines, and now it has this option to refuel. So basically, anytime this train is going, anytime it gets below a certain fuel amount, it'll go to a refuel station separate from everything else. So it makes things a lot easier. Smarter trains are smart. Okay, so now, actually, I think I can probably do this in a different manner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and put that up there, and then go 1, 2, 3. Nope, there. 1, 2, 3. All right. It's kind of how I like to do things. So that way you have 2 lines being put in the, that should, no, that's going to be on the same side. Let me think about this. That is not correct. I did that backwards. There we go. That's more like it. So now it'll produce a full line, or at least it'll be balanced. There'll be 3 on one side and 3 on the other. Let's get our next research. Oh. Crafting speed. Crafting speed would be nice. We're not quite hindered by that just yet. Let's go ahead and get this inventory, because we were talking about that earlier. Okay, we have 2 full lines, or 2 balanced lines there. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, put that there. Bring this down and around underneath the tracks. And, oh yeah, our split over here I didn't. So now we have 4 lines. Which, in all honesty, we could probably have 4 of these stations dropping oil in, which we may do that at some point, but that point is not right now. So what I'm doing here is just a reducer. So these are going to both put out to here, these are going to put out to here, I guess I could have just done it like that. Yeah. So these will put out to here, these will put it out to here, and then these two will just output to here. And then that'll deal with all this coming in at first, but then as we start needing more and more oil, I can start expanding this out. And actually, just for the sake of reference, this one will eventually come out here. So I'm just going to move it over one like that. I know, small things. But then as I see how well or not well this is handling, I can either build this out this way, and then I have 4 other additional lines I could build down too. So that gives me a lot of opportunities to really do a lot of input for my oil processing. So if we got a lot of oil patches coming in, such as like down here when we get there, this should be able to handle all that input, and then we can expand this as needed and across. So, okay, so we have inventory. Let's see where our inventory is. Oh, now we have a lot more space. That's great. That is absolutely wonderful. So let's see. Let's grab something quick. Is there anything that we need? I should have this stuff, like, thought through ahead of time. I know plastics are going to be early. We're going to need plastics soon. Pump jacks. What does that do? Oh, it's just Mark II. I think I looked at that before. Let's go ahead and get some of this stuff ready, because I know plastic is an early thing that's needed. And then the other thing I need to think of is the thing that I didn't think about before. All right. Very descriptive once again. So what I need to do is handle instances where we don't have enough barrels, which means I need to have steel being brought down here. And I didn't think about that before, because like I said before, I'm used to the tankers. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to look at this and kind of realize that I could have done this better. Okay, so the idea is to have the full barrels come in and then the empty barrels go out. I was going to have it go over here, maybe go down, but since I have my pickup right here and we're going to streamline it, I'm going to redo this just a little bit, and it's not going to take long at all, because I'm literally just, nope, still doing it wrong. Is that right? Is that the way I wanted to do it? Yes, that is the way I wanted to do it. So now, you're wondering why am I doing that? I'm going to run this the other direction and have that pop out that side. So that means I can run this down. Nope, not there. And then when I have another train going, I like to have my trains in place so that way I can better visualize. I know that the white boxes are there, but it just helps me to visualize better. Okay, so this is going in. Oh yes, we have the fast long inserters. Did I change those out already? No, I did not. Okay, let's go ahead and change these out real quick before I move on. Alright guys, I am going to go ahead and end the episode here. Sorry for the abrupt change, but I realized that if I start getting into building this out, it's going to be another like 10 minutes of video, and this episode's getting to that point. So in the next episode, guys, we will go ahead and start working on getting our empty barrel pickup ready, and then we will move on to bigger and better things. So guys, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I hope you are too. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.